Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Run with Julia. Today is a very exciting day because there is a gathering of the clan. Lots of people who have featured in Run with Julia are all meeting in one video. My sister Rosy has come up from Devon and she'll be running. Ida, who you have seen in at least 4 videos, who is local, she's coming along. It's in Battersea. It's a RunThroughUK event again. We're all running a 5K. Ed Rios, who has done an interview with me, and he has an amazing story. So if you haven't already seen his video, he had a car accident in Lyme Regis, which interestingly is where my sister lives. So it's going to be a link there to chat about. And he has amazingly recovered, told he could never run again, and has run so far a 3:04 marathon and qualified for, I think, Chicago and London, but he'll tell you properly what's going on with his journey. And then Julian's actually been in a podcast with me, but we met at a Run Through 5K when I ran it barefoot, and we had to line up in twos. It was just after lockdown and we had to go off in twos apart from each other. And we found we had the same name, and we've been running friends ever since, or friends as well as running friends. We're all friends and who met through running. And then there's Anadi behind the camera, thank you Anadi, and Jane, Athena Jane, who's also filmed for me in Hastings. She's been kind of in front and behind the camera, and she's coming. I said to her, bring your dry robe, because it is pouring with rain. But as I said to Anadi, the Run Through crew are already there in the rain, setting it all up for us. So off we go into the rain. So here she is. Good morning. We're about to set off. We are huddling under cover. What's it like out there, Rosie?
It's raining.
And it's quite nippy actually, quite nippy rain it feels. Nippy rain, but we're very cheerful.
But it's fine. I said last night, I don't mind rain. I've got to stand by that now.
She said it. She did say it. So
it's all my fault that it's raining.
The clan is gathering. There's Jane, who's
Hello.
generally behind the camera, but occasionally in front. And always in front for the breakfast.
Oh yeah, not for the running. I'm good at the not running and the eating part, but not so much the running. Yeah.
And what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a wet robe. They're usually known as dry robes, but it's currently wet.
She had to, didn't she?
Absolutely. I'm thinking wise move.
We're going to hand phones. Jane, Anadi. I'm the director. This is my crew. My film crew, my actor, one of my first actors arrived.
I tell you, there's no acting involved.
We're having a team huddle. We're under the umbrella. It's properly raining. We haven't found anyone else yet. Very wisely, they're probably sitting in their cars waiting for the last minute. They shall appear on the start line. So I found Frreya. I found her. Hi. She's been given her microphone.
Guys, if you head on down this way, I promise I'll get you warmed up in a second. 5K runners, you won't regret warming up in the rain, I promise.
I'm in disco ball, usually dressed like this, and across this year I've been running 2,500 kilometres to raise a 120 grand solidarity fund for asylum seekers and people in detention. We've already raised 20 grand. Next year we have 2 projects, very exciting projects that we'll announce in 2024 to raise the remaining 100 grand, and it's just been amazing. This community, the running community, has been amazing. You're amazing. She's amazing. Thank you.
Across 2023, 2,500 kilometres to raise a 120 grand solidarity fund for asylum seekers and people in detention. We've already raised 20 grand, and if you want to help us, there's one thing I need you to do this week. From today, so including this race, until the 6th Saturday, I need you to tell me your miles. Tag me on Strava, Human Disco Ball. I need you to tag me on Instagram, _Human Disco Ball, and I need you to tell me how far you run. It'll all go to the total. It'll be amazing and help up and spread the word, hitting our final sponsor total. I'm going to turn up the music and we'll get warmed up and keep bouncing. Arms overhead. Keep going.
How are you?
Tired?
Oh, that's good. We've just come for the most important part, which is we need cheerers. The more cheerers, the better. And we need people to help us.
No, I wanted to run. I was just like, we were really late for work last night, so I was a bit tired this morning, and I was like, I really need some sleep. So I got up a bit later, and now I'm here to cheer. So yeah.
Perfect. We need cheerers. So thank you for coming.
Best of luck out there today, runners. Have a great race. We'll see you in the last time. Okay, the move, start flag. Down to the warm-up area. Obviously showing Angela, the customers, and Mary, some messages from Mark.
In real life, Ed Rios.
Hello.
He's such a star. So how are you? You've travelled from China?
Yes, yeah,
When
got
did
back
you
yesterday.
fly?
Got back yesterday evening.
Gosh,
Yeah.
what time of day is it for you?
I think it's probably like in the middle of the night now. Yeah. Well, no, actually, it's early evening.
Wow, and so how did you feel?
Yeah,
Running.
I felt okay actually. Yeah, it's a nice course, apart from the weather. But I felt like it was nice and flat. So,
Do you know what you ran?
about 18:05.
Wow, this is a star. This is the man. This is the man who.
Yeah.
Well, tell us. You told us the story on the podcast, but Ed Rios' story in the brief is you got hit by a car.
Yep.
And then.
So hit by a car, told by the doctor that I wouldn't walk properly again. And then
And certainly not run.
certainly not run. No. They said no running. And then
18:05.
yeah.
18:05.
Yeah,
So we
thank
have
you.
to cuddle because otherwise he doesn't get us in the shot.
So and then after that they told me pretty much take it easy, you know, go through a normal life. And I thought, not having that. I'm going to run a marathon. And so in hospital I planned it all out, and then 18 months later I ran the Milton Keynes Marathon.
3:09.
3:12.
3:12.
Yeah.
I'm getting ahead of
No,
myself.
and that was enough for my age group to qualify me for Boston. Ran there, got 3:04, which has got me in London. And now I've also got in Chicago next year.
Wow, what
So
a man.
the doctor
What a
was
man.
wrong. Yeah.
Final stages down. Well, to Zach. Congratulations, Frreya.
I didn't know you were running, I was just ahead of you.
we found Julian.
Yeah, that was very nice.
Rosie got a PB. Saying, don't look at the weather forecast. So we immediately did. And now, we will have a post-race debrief in number 29.
With coffee.
Let's go. Yes. Let's go. My gag. Where's my gag?
Where's Ed?
Ed are up there. Oh, Jane and Ed are there. I've got Ida. Let me do a head count. Ida, Rosie, Julian, me. Jane and Ida ahead. Right, no, Jane and Ed. Jane and Ed.
Ahead.
I lost my number. I knew. So gather in, everyone. Ed's just discovering I'm bossy. Jane was nodding and saying she is. But I'm gathering everyone for a little. Just I am insulted. 62 years of being bossed by my still Relentless.
never not happy in her life. I'm gathering us all because we're about to leave the park. The Run with Julia gang are leaving Battersea Park. We're nearing breakfast. I'm now in a bed. I've gone to bed. I'm in Jane's.
Which is why she's standing there
very
talking for a long
Oh.
time before getting us into the hall.
Right, let's go. We're going round the table. We're now number 29, and I'm going to ask everybody about their experience. How's your experience?
Well, I was watching, cheering, filming, so yeah, quite unusual for me not to be running. It's nice. Came down to socialise, so yeah.
We love it that you're here. We needed cheerers today in that weather, so
Yeah, I felt quite brave coming out of this weather, but you know, it's fine.
here we are. How was your experience? We're going around with experiences because not everybody ran. But
first time I've run that, and I was pleasantly surprised it was very flat, which is good. Too many good runners though. They were flying, some of the runners there, but and the weather was obviously not great, but I think I did okay. 18:06, something like that.
what's your best time?
18 flat. So
You ran well,
close to
given
PB.
that Ed is jet lagged. We can formally say you're jet lagged.
Yeah. I mean,
And he's probably worked hard in China.
yes, played hard in China. Yeah.
So worked hard, jet lagged, and he's just run 6 seconds off. Well, you might on your chip.
I have to have a look. Yeah, maybe.
You may be under 18.
Yeah. How did you get on?
I was fine. I did 23:12. Ida said to me before I started, what are you going to run today? And I said, I'm not feeling that I'm going to go for it because I'm more keen on my role of director of Run with Julia, and I'm just going to have a smooth run.
I was, because it was wet, I thought it might be a bit tricky with the leads and stuff, but it wasn't at all, was it? It was quite easy and good pathways. And
Yeah, I thought so.
I'll definitely run that again.
Yeah. So I'm getting everybody close. And I say, Ed's really warm. Are you warm?
I'm very warm.
You're warm too.
I generate a lot of heat when I run.
We have to be close because you want to hear us. But I haven't seen Juliet for a whole year. We met about 3 or 4 years ago. 3 years ago?
Yeah, 3.5 because it was coming out of lockdown, wasn't it?
And we were in twos. We had to go off like the arc, didn't we?
Yes.
Twos. And I had no shoes on.
Yes,
And we
that's correct.
discovered that we had the same name, and we now have become friends. But we only meet in the rain.
How do you manage to make it rain every time I meet you for running?
More coffees. It's him who makes
Soya.
it rain. Not me.
Sorry, can you help me out?
Oh, I can help you out, definitely.
Double espresso.
There we are. Lovely. Fabulous. Thank you.
A latte? Yeah, it's not open.
Thank you so much. Julian makes it rain, but he says I make it rain.
You do?
Do you remember there was a time we met up for a park run and both of us kept checking our messages to hope
hoping you were going to say
the other
something.
person wouldn't just say no.
And you had to come and watch Nadia, I remember that.
I did. It's tough being a cameraman, I tell you.
Tell us, I haven't seen you for a whole year.
Yeah, this time last year we did the same thing and came to this place. So
So tell us your year.
I thought you might ask me actually. I've run a bit less, but I've done half runs, I've done about 5 new park runs, I've done a half marathon I do every year, and quite a bit more cycling. So I dropped my running a bit, but I've still got aims that I still want to.
Tell us about your e-link, because that is your ever-present.
Yeah, 11 out of 11 now. There are about 60 of us, I think.
Wow.
And we all get to sort of, your number looks different, which means you identify someone else. So kind of like a club within a club.
Very
It's
good.
kind of nice.
Very good. 11 and 11. That's very good. And what are your goals?
I always have a healthy January, get the park run times down. I need to extend it and get them down because I'm trying to get under 25, but I haven't managed it. I've probably got a bit backwards this year. So next year,
Sometimes we need to go backwards to go forwards.
yeah.
Sometimes that's part. That progress is never linear. Progress needs to do that. That's why.
I'm glad you sort of you got this going again because this is actually only run through race I've done this year. Nice to be here.
Nice to be good.
Nice to sort of have that rain.
Always got the rain. Always.
But you do feel fresh afterwards. You can't complain. It wakes you up, makes you feel good. It's all good.
But we're thinking that when secretly, we're thinking there's a 28 something. Maybe. Hopefully. It'd be nice. It would be nice. You know, it's a good kind of, especially as last year, Rosie. Tell us,
Last year I was injured. I was going to do this, and then I hurt my leg. So I was here, but I was spectating. So it's very, very lovely to be here and doing it and actually feeling better than I did. Feeling better for having been injured because it saved me address things that I had not addressed. So
your back?
no, well, my whole running form and strength and conditioning and all that. Jamie, my son, has been brilliant in helping me just get stronger. And better. He has this thing, sorry, can I cut you? Yes. He has this thing about when you're running, amplify the skill, amplify the movement. So when I was feeling tired coming in here, I thought just amplify the skill about running action. And it really, really helps. It's brilliant. So he's given, that's my shout out to Jamie.
I'm enjoying it.
It's lovely. It's lovely, lovely. I'm enjoying it a lot.
So, Battersea Jane has had an amazing morning. I think you were filming with Ida.
Yes, I was really glad I met Ida. She knew where to stand to see you all. So anyway, I was there early, and I was very impressed with how it all looks and how it all gets set up, and the in-led organisation will make it all brilliant. And it was brilliant. Shout out. Yeah, absolutely, really awesome. And then met Ida and Jules and Ed, Rosy, and really fun. I've enjoyed myself very much. Slightly wet. Very good fun. It's too brought the rain. But it's not, no. It's been great fun. I really enjoyed the whole experience. I loved all of it. I loved looking out for everybody. I've enjoyed breakfast. It's been the best. I love not running. It's so wonderful. Lots of excitement, lots of coffee, lots of joy, and didn't actually run, so I don't feel I've earned my breakfast at all.
It's now been allocated the job of designing a Run with Julia badge. So if any of you run with me, get a badge. I love this badge.
I think it's great. I'm going to do it tonight.
We're also going to have a Run with Julia newsletter that Julian is going to be the editor of.
It's all taking shape.
This side of the camera.
I am, unusually so. This side of the camera.
He's never this side of the camera. He says he prefers being that side.
And drinking coffee, absolutely. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. It was fun. I say it was fun. I feel like I've been on an army exercise actually. I didn't have time to drop the bag off. It must have weighed at least 120 kilos. And then I'm running diagonally across the park in the rain, splashing through mud and puddles. So it felt a bit like an army exercise actually. I've done more miles than you, all of you put together. It was really enjoyable. Thank you very much for a great morning out. Absolutely fabulous. You doing what you do best, gathering people. Absolutely brilliant.